Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna, and I'm here with Tom, and we're so happy you're listening today.
Hi everyone, Tom here. Yeah, thanks for joining us. It's nice to have some time to just talk.
And before we jump in, if you like listening to our conversations, make sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any episodes and can keep learning English with us.
Yeah, subscribing really helps, and it makes it easy for you to come back and listen anytime.
So today we're talking about mornings, which might sound simple, but honestly, mornings can really set the tone for your whole day.
Definitely. If my morning is messy or rushed, I feel it all day.
Same here. I try not to rush. I usually wake up slowly, stretch a little, maybe lie in bed for a few minutes, just letting myself wake up naturally.
I do that too. Those first few minutes are important. If I jump straight out of bed, I feel groggy.
Exactly. After that, I usually wash my face, brush my teeth, and drink a big glass of water. It helps me feel fresh.
Same. Water first, and then I usually head to the kitchen.
And coffee, of course. Coffee always comes next.
Always. Even just smelling coffee makes the morning feel better.
Sometimes I just hold the cup for a while before taking the first sip. It's kind of calming.
Totally. I like that quiet moment too, when everything is still and you can hear little sounds like birds outside or cars far away.
Yes, mornings feel peaceful. I love opening the window, breathing in fresh air, and just looking outside for a few minutes.
Same. And I sometimes do a few stretches or light exercises too, just to wake up my body.
Oh yes, I like doing that. Even 5 or 10 minutes of stretching makes me feel more awake.
I also like making my bed right after I get up. It's small, but it makes me feel organized and ready.
Totally. And I like preparing breakfast. Sometimes simple things like toast or cereal. Other times I try something new like eggs or a smoothie.
Yeah, breakfast doesn't have to be complicated, but it makes the morning feel complete.
And sometimes I spend a few minutes planning my day, checking what I need to do. But I try to keep it light, not too stressful.
I do that too. It helps to feel ready.
Even if it's just a small to-do list in my mind. And I like listening to soft music or a podcast while getting ready. It makes the morning feel calm and happy.
Same. Sometimes I play music that wakes me up a little more if I'm still sleepy.
And on some mornings, I even take a short walk outside if the weather is nice. It feels so refreshing.
Oh yes, a quick morning walk is great. Seeing the neighborhood waking up, people walking their dogs, kids going to school, it feels lively but peaceful at the same time.
Totally. And even little things like watering plants, feeding pets, or tidying up a corner of the house can make the morning feel productive.
Yeah, those small routines make a big difference. It makes me feel like the day has already started in a good way.
And I like sitting for a moment before leaving the house, maybe drinking the last sip of coffee or looking at my phone to read messages. But I try to keep it short so I don't feel rushed.
Same. And sometimes I even write down a quick note or idea for the day. Nothing serious, just a little reminder for myself.
Exactly. I think mornings are special because they combine calm, preparation, and a little excitement for the day ahead.
Definitely. Even a simple morning routine can make you feel ready and happy.
And that's why I love talking about mornings. Everyone has their own little habits and rituals, and they really shape the way the day feels.
Absolutely. And even if the day ends up being busy, a good morning gives you a sense of control and calm.
And after breakfast, I usually like to do something quiet for a few minutes. Maybe read a book or scroll through some news. Just something that feels calm before the day really starts.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes, though I try not to get too distracted with my phone. I usually just check messages and then put it away.
Same here. I like keeping that morning time simple, like a little pocket of peace before everything else begins.
And on some mornings, I like writing a quick note in my journal, just a few things I'm thinking about or what I want to focus on that day.
Oh yes, journaling is nice. I've tried it a few times, and even just a few lines make me feel organized and calm.
And sometimes I listen to music while doing that, something soft that makes the morning feel gentle.
Totally. Or if I feel a bit more awake, I'll play something lively. It gives me a little energy for the day.
Yeah, mornings can be calm or energetic depending on what you need.
And I like adding small routines too, like making a cup of tea later or watering plants, even feeding pets if I have them.
Exactly. I think those little habits make the morning feel full, not just the breakfast or coffee, but simple things that make you feel productive.
And some mornings, if the weather is nice, I take a short walk around the neighborhood, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. It really wakes me up.
Same here. Walking in the morning feels different from any other time. The air is fresh and everything feels calmer.
And I love watching the world wake up too. People going to work or school, birds singing, cars slowly starting. It's peaceful but alive at the same time.
Totally. And sometimes I imagine little adventures while walking, like noticing a small cafe I've never seen, or a street with flowers. It makes the morning feel more fun.
Oh, yes, those small discoveries are nice. They make the day feel interesting before it even really starts.
And after the walk, I usually come back home and do a bit of stretching or light exercise, just to wake up my body.
Same. I do a few stretches too, or sometimes yoga if I have the time. Even 10 minutes makes a big difference.
And I like finishing my morning routine with a little planning, just thinking about the day ahead, maybe checking my calendar or making a mental list.
Totally. It doesn't have to be strict, just a small plan so I don't feel lost later.
And I think what makes a good morning is really the little combination of things: calm, movement, something for your mind, something simple for your body.
Exactly. And even if the day gets busy later, starting with a good morning makes me feel ready and happier.
Yeah, mornings are like the first page of a story, and how you start it can really change how the rest goes.
I love that image. It makes me want to enjoy every morning, even if it's simple or short.
And sometimes I like making a small breakfast for later, too, like cutting some fruit and keeping it ready for mid-morning. It makes the day feel more organized.
Oh, yes, I do that too. Even little things like that make me feel in control and calm.
And I love mornings when I can take time to read something interesting, maybe a book, a short article, or even a few pages of a story. It wakes up my mind gently.
Totally. I like reading too, especially something light that makes me think but doesn't stress me out.
And I sometimes do a bit of journaling, just writing a few lines about what I'm feeling or what I want to focus on that day.
Oh, yes, that's one of my favorite things too. Even if it's just a few words, it makes the morning feel intentional.
And I like having music while doing that, something calm or even instrumental. It keeps the atmosphere peaceful.
Me too. And I like the smells of the morning too, like coffee, toast, or even fresh air from opening the window.
Exactly. The combination of small things, smells, light, quiet, makes mornings feel so alive and pleasant.
And some mornings, if the weather is nice, I like stepping outside for a few minutes, maybe just standing on the balcony, feeling the breeze, and listening to the world wake up.
Yes, I do that too. Even if it's just for a minute or two, it's refreshing and helps me feel awake.
And then sometimes I water the plants or feed pets. Those small routines make the morning feel complete.
Totally. It's like these little actions remind you that you're starting your day right, not rushing, just taking care of yourself and your space.
And I like imagining the day ahead while doing these things, thinking about what might happen or what I hope to enjoy. It makes me feel ready and excited.
Yes, even imagining simple things like noticing a new flower on my walk or saying hi to someone on the street makes mornings feel playful.
And after all that, I like to spend a few quiet moments with my coffee or tea, maybe watching the sky change or listening to morning sounds.
Same. Those little moments are my favorite. It feels like the world is soft and calm just for you.
And I think what makes a morning really good is giving yourself time for all these small things: stretching, breakfast, reading, walking, planning, noticing. It makes the whole day start in a better mood.
Absolutely. And I like mornings where I can combine calm, energy, and a little creativity, even if it's small, like sketching, writing, or just thinking about ideas.
Totally. Even simple habits can make mornings feel full of life and purpose.
And I like mornings where I can share the small joys with someone, like having a quiet conversation, noticing things together, or just being in the same calm space.
Yes, that makes it feel warm and connected, even before the day officially starts.
And I think that's the beauty of mornings. They can be quiet, active, reflective, and joyful all at the same time, if we let them be.
Exactly. And I love imagining different types of mornings too. Some calm and slow, others a little busier but still enjoyable. Every morning has its own rhythm.
Yeah, and even when the day after gets hectic, a good morning carries a sense of calm and readiness with you.
Totally. And that's why I try to keep my mornings intentional. Small routines, little joys, and quiet moments. It makes the whole day feel better.
Same. And I think sharing these little routines and thoughts, like we are now, is fun because it makes you notice your own mornings more.
Absolutely. It makes you appreciate the small things you usually take for granted.
And even small habits like drinking coffee slowly, stretching, journaling, reading, walking, noticing the light, they all make a huge difference in how the day feels.
Yes, and thinking about all of this makes me want to enjoy every morning more, even if it's simple or short.
Totally. And that's the magic of mornings. Even little actions, a few quiet minutes, or small joys can make the whole day feel better and brighter.
You know, Tom, I think one of the nicest things about mornings is having just a little space for yourself before the world starts moving.
Yeah, I feel that too. Even 5 or 10 minutes of quiet before work or school makes the whole day feel different.
And I love noticing tiny things like sunlight streaming through the window, birds singing, or even just the smell of fresh coffee or breakfast.
Totally. Those small things really set the mood for the day. It's amazing how much they matter.
And sometimes I do a little journaling, just writing a few thoughts about the day ahead or what I'm grateful for, even if it's simple.
I do that too. It's like giving yourself a calm start, and it makes me feel more organized without pressure.
And I love stretching or a bit of yoga after that, just a few minutes to wake up the body and feel ready.
Yeah, those movements make a big difference, even if it's small. Rolling shoulders, bending, a few deep breaths.
And I like preparing breakfast slowly, making it a little ritual, maybe eggs, toast, fruit, or a smoothie, and enjoying it while the house is quiet.
Same here. And I sometimes like listening to music in the background, something soft or happy. It makes everything feel lighter.
And on some mornings, if the weather is nice, I take a short walk, just around the neighborhood. It's amazing how fresh the air feels and how peaceful everything is.
Totally. And noticing little things on the way, like a flower, a new cafe, or even kids walking to school, makes the morning feel alive but calm at the same time.
I love that. And sometimes I even plan a tiny creative activity for the day while I walk, like sketching, writing, or organizing ideas.
Yeah, little creative moments make the morning feel richer, like you've already started something meaningful before the day begins.
And I also like watering plants, feeding pets, or tidying up a corner of the house. Even small actions like that make the morning feel complete.
Definitely. It gives a sense of accomplishment early in the day, even before you start work or school.
And I like imagining what the day might bring while doing all this, thinking about small things I might notice or things I'm excited to do.
Same here. It gives a feeling of control and positivity, even if the day later is busy.
And sometimes I like to take a few quiet minutes just sitting, sipping coffee, maybe watching the sky or listening to morning sounds. It feels so calm and soft.
I do that too. Those little pauses are so important. It's like pressing a reset button for your mind.
And I love combining calm with little bursts of energy, like stretching, walking, or a bit of yoga. It makes me feel balanced.
Totally. And then I like planning the day a little, checking what I need to do, but keeping it light, not overthinking, just a few things to guide me.
And I think what makes a morning really good is noticing all the small things, the light, the sounds, the smells, the movements, the little routines, all together.
Absolutely. And even a simple morning, like stretching, breakfast, a short walk, reading a few pages, and a little journaling, can make you feel ready for anything.
And I think mornings are also about noticing yourself, how you feel, your energy, your mood, giving yourself a little care before everything else.
Exactly. Even small habits like sipping coffee slowly, stretching, journaling, or reading add up to a big difference.
And mornings can be quiet, reflective, energizing, or joyful, sometimes all at once, depending on what you need.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if your morning is long or short, simple or a bit more detailed, as long as it feels right for you.
And sharing your morning, even just talking about it, makes it feel more meaningful and helps you notice all the little joys.
Totally. I love hearing about other people's mornings. It's inspiring and relatable.
And even if the day gets busy, starting with a good morning carries a sense of calm and readiness with you.
Absolutely. And that's why I love mornings. Little routines, tiny joys, calm moments, and small reflections all together.
So, to everyone listening, we hope this conversation inspires you to enjoy your mornings, notice the small things, and maybe even try a few new habits that make your day feel brighter.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. A few quiet minutes, some little routines, and small joys can make a huge difference.
Thanks so much for listening. We really enjoyed sharing our thoughts and routines with you.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, so you can keep joining our conversations and learning English naturally.
Thank you again, and we hope your mornings and your days are full of calm, joy, and little moments that make you happy.
See you next time, and have a wonderful morning.